back again with another Derek Stone Show. Next to me, as always, my buddy House.
Hey, D, I'm pretty excited about today.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Well, we're talking about names, crazy names today. That's our topic of the day.
I like that. I like it.
Actually, I mean, you have obviously a nickname, House.
Yep, that's right. That's right.
You know, we'll talk about a couple of nicknames, but there's some God-given names, some parent-given names.
That's right. That's right. I focused a little more on the birth names for when I was looking at it.
So give me some of your favorite birth names, some of the weirdest, wildest names in
all right.
sports.
And let's go back a little bit to where I first kind of started following people's names and either funny names they had or names that made sense for what they were doing.
Okay.
And the first time it really clicked in, I think, was a few years ago watching the World Poker Tour. When Chris Moneymaker.
Right. What a great name.
What, I mean, can you have a better name? You know, I mean, I just think, and I thought to myself, wow, what a perfect name for poker. And I thought there's got to be other names out there too that are appropriate for the sports.
Absolutely.
And then looking through those, I started finding some kind of funny ones too, which I thought, and going back, and one of the ones that hit me right away too is when growing up as a 76er fan early, like in the 70s when they picked up World Be Free. Yeah, I just thought, what a great name, they make such a big deal out of Meta World Peace when Ron Artest changed his name to that. And of course, World Be Free was not born with that. He was Lloyd Free to start, but I just thought World Be Free.
Gotta love it.
That is awesome.
Another one like that, I think, one of my favorites is Peekaboo Street. Peekaboo Street. I don't know that it totally fit what she was doing, but it grabbed your attention
It certainly did, yeah. And I remember watching her in the Olympics in the skiing. And seeing her name before I heard it and looked at it like Peekaboo. Like I was just trying to think it. And then they said, here's Peekaboo. And I thought, oh, that's awesome. That is awesome. Her parents named her Peekaboo, but then spelled it that way, to change it a little bit. I thought that was pretty cool.
All right. So some of the other names that are maybe not so good. We have,
well, you got to go in and deciding if it's good or not so good. I mean, Dick Buttkiss.
Oh, you jumped right to the ultimate.
But I'm just saying, going for the good or not good, you're going to have to be kind of tough, right? If just with your last name being Buttkiss.
It's kind of like a boy named Sue.
Yeah, right.
A name that's like right. Dick Buttkiss.
Yeah, that's right.
You better be tough.
That's right. It's like, well, he's already got the name Buttkiss. What can we throw that with? How about Dick?
Oh.
I mean, I'm still not sure how Richard gets shortened down to Dick. I'm not sure how that worked out, but
I for real, if your last name is Buttkiss,
yeah, right,
Benny,
right, yeah, that's anything, right,
yeah. Dick,
yeah,
Buttkiss.
Right. Dick Buttkiss. Yeah, you're just forcing your kid to be tough. It apparently paid off.
I tell you what, there's another one that just blows my mind. Why there's a multitude of names you could pick with a bad last name.
That's right. Yeah,
but the 2002 gold medal swimmer. Misty Hyman.
Yeah.
Misty Hyman. You could have been Gloria Hyman.
Yeah, that's right.
I mean,
but don't you find with names like that, it's almost like whatever you put with it is just, Andrea Hyman. I mean, it's just going to be bad anyway, but
and
Misty.
Here's a little known fact. 16% of college girls suffer from Misty Hyman.
Yeah. I think I dated a lot of them. Yeah, that's awful too.
Although it does beat suffering from the next one, which is one of my favorite ones. Dick Trickle.
Yeah, that's right.
The NASCAR legend,
that's right.
Dick Trickle.
I thought it was a venereal disease for a lot of years.
Me too.
Yeah, in fact, I think it is.
I said, man, this guy's got a bad nickname. They said, no, that's his real name. I said,
that's right. Yeah,
damn.
No. Yeah, Dick Trickle.
Oh.
Yeah, that's awful. It's never good either way. And it was bad too when you're in a NASCAR league and you say, I got Dick Trickle.
Oh.
You don't want to announce that.
Yeah,
you really don't want to announce that.
Can come out good.
No, that's right. even going with the same kind of, not necessarily the first name being Dick, but the hockey player Ron Tugnut.
Tugnut?
Yeah.
Tugnut.
Yes.
Tugnut.
Ron Tugnut. And he was very good, but I mean.
Ooh, stay away from me, buddy.
Yeah.
Don't come near me in the shower.
I'm not sure I need that. Ron Tugnut.
Although there's so many bad ones here. Harry Colin.
Yeah.
Harry Colin, defensive end for the Jags. I think it was defensive.
Yeah.
Harry Colin.
Again, you got to be tough.
Ooh.
You got to be tough with that kind of name.
Or Dick Pole.
Yeah.
Pitching coach for the Expos for a while. Also, guess where he went to college?
Where did he go to college?
He went to Oregon State.
Oh. dare I say? Was he a beaver?
He was a Dick Pole. He was a beaver. Dick Pole was a beaver.
That's perfect.
Wee.
Dick Pole.
Speaking of, we got a couple other dicks here we can talk about. Johnny Dickshot was a Pittsburgh Pirate in 1937. Do you know what his nickname was, House?
No, I don't.
His nickname was Ugly.
He was ugly Dick?
Ugly Dickshot.
That sounds like a bad porn.
Yeah.
Ugly. That's right.
Or a lineup for bad penises.
Yeah, that's right. Hey, why did we have to edit that shot? Ugly Dickshot.
Ugly Dickshot.
Yeah, that's awful. But then you have some good ones going on that same kind of thing, not using the word dick, but I mean, what if you had a Magic Johnson?
Oh.
You know, I mean, you can go the other way with it too. I mean, that guy had to get a lot of chicks with a name like Magic Johnson, and apparently he got a lot of stuff.
One of them was a bad one.
Yeah, I believe he got Dick Trickle. I think the Magic
like
Johnson
the Chinese gymnast from last year, the Dong Dong.
Yeah.
That one? Chinese gymnast Dong Dong.
Yeah, that's
Lovely.
awesome.
Oh.
You know, he made the team just so they could say it. Had to.
On the other side of the anatomy, though, we have one of my other favorites, Rusty Kuntz, outfielder from the Twins. Kuntz.
Yeah, I just got to think he went Kuntz with that. I don't know for sure, but
almost for sure. But
I just hope he didn't. But wow,
I mean, a little WD-40.
Yeah, that'll give you a Misty Hyman.
Giddy up!
Tell you what, that's awful.
Another one we had. One of my favorite baseball cards. I used to collect baseball cards, and it was Wonderful, Terrific Mons the Third.
Wow.
Wonderful, Terrific. And the story, the third, by the way.
Yeah, right. So there's two other Wonderful Terrifics walking around.
Had to suffer this as well. So apparently the story goes that his grandfather or great grandfather, whatever it was, had so many girls and finally had a boy. And when they asked him,
right,
what do you call him? He goes, Wonderful.
Wow.
Terrific.
Wow.
They actually put that on there.
That's amazing. You know, I'm thinking about that though. Now that you bring that up, when I was in high school on our basketball team, I played, with a guy named Alex. His name is Alex Darley, and his two brothers were fantastic and wonderful. Oh. And then you have the youngest one, and he's Alex. I mean, wouldn't that kind of give you a little bit of a, you know,
well, there's a
complex? Yeah. I mean,
no joke.
Well, here's your brother's fantastic. Your other brother's wonderful. Here's Alex.
Well, I think, there's another one that remember the McDonald's All-American for Virginia? His name was Majestic Map.
Yeah. That's amazing.
Map.
Right.
Well, he had a brother also named Scientific
Map.
That's
right. I do remember that now.
I believe he was Florida A&M.
Yeah, that's great.
Scientific
Map.
Map.
Scientific Map sounds awesome. It's too bad they never made it farther, but that's just a great name.
Well,
wow.
Then you also had the brothers, both went to the NFL, both from Georgia.
Yeah, that's right.
You had Boss Bailey and Champ.
And Champ,
Bailey.
right. And what a great name for a football player. You want to be Champ.
Yeah, right?
Yep, and then Boss didn't do that well, but Champ was kind of the champ there.
And then I guess you kind of get to the pinnacle with, speaking of the McDonald's All-American, a kid that I was introduced to playing in that game, God.
That's right. That's right. A lot of questions about his real name. I know I had read somewhere where that he had changed it. He was actually some other name, and I don't remember what it was, but that he decided to change it back before college to what his father's name was. Because his name was God, but
the story I heard was that his name was God, Sham God, given to him by his father. When his father left, he wanted to name himself Sham God Will.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Will's right. Yeah, that's right.
His mother's name.
That's right.
But they didn't have the money to file the paperwork to do that.
Oh, okay. So he kept it. Okay. Okay.
He actually did play in the NBA, only 20 games. He now plays.
You telling me that God was only good enough to make it for 20 games in NBA? Really?
Apparently, he was not the shaman that we thought.
Well, maybe if his name was Uwe Blob,
ooh,
you know, he could have played longer. But God, only 20 games.
Yeah. Actually, he still plays now. He plays over in China.
Oh,
with somebody else you might have. Stefan Marbury is on his
team.
Yeah. No, they're teammates.
Really? Wait, you mean Starbury?
Starbury is in China. I guess.
Wow.
Keeping it American made and the shoes and all that, not so much. But.
Yeah, I wonder if the name probably doesn't play that well there. You know, the Chinese are not, you know, heavily Christian, so you think, you know what I mean? Like, I wonder if it's
correct.
You know, I don't know. It's just,
they have names like Dong Dong.
Yeah, that's right.
I tell you what, one we didn't cover that was probably perfect for what he does is Usain Bolt.
Yes,
I mean,
absolutely. It doesn't
Mr.
get much better than
Lightning
that.
Bolt.
Yeah, if you're going to be a fast runner and your name is Bolt. You know what else I like too? I was looking at that too, names that made sense. And there was a running back in Nebraska, great shifty running back. I am hip. I mean, I am hip. That is awesome. He was a walk-on too, and he ended up, like setting Nebraska records or being one of their best. But apparently he was hip. I mean, that's
some
pretty
of the
good.
other not given names, but nicknames. Wilt the Stilt, one of my favorites.
Yep.
Or as 28,000 people call him.
Yeah,
Dad.
that's right.
Dad. Man has seen more butts than an ashtray.
Yeah. Talk about Dick Trickle.
Woo wee. He
Yikes.
passed that around to all the rusty cunts. Dong dong.
I think we can write a story. There's a lot of verbs.
So, my number one favorite though of all time has got to be the nickname given to the pitcher, Randy Johnson.
Yes.
Big unit.
Yeah. Big unit and then Johnson.
How much better does it get? How much better of a pickup line can you get if you walk into a bar and you tell a lady, I'm a professional athlete.
Yep.
I make millions of dollars to throw a
Right.
baseball.
Right.
And my nickname is Big Unit Johnson.
Yeah. That's right.
How do you not give her, how does she not get a Misty Hyman immediately?
Yeah.
Immediately.
Yeah, but what was he, like 6'10" or something? I mean, he was a big kid. I mean, he was a big kid.
Matter of fact, one of my favorite moments with him was when he hit the bird.
Oh, yeah.
When he hit the bird in flight as the pitch was coming down. Oh, man.
Yeah, that was an awful video.
That was really
yeah, not good. Yeah. And even going with other guys, like I was looking at football players and I got a great trio here, 2 receivers and a quarterback for you that can't be beat just based on their names on how they play, right?
Yeah.
So one receiver, Mike Quick.
Oh, I like
So I got him on. Yeah. Yep. That's right. On the other side, James Jett.
Perfect.
Okay. So I got these 2 guys. Now the quarterback, you're going to like this because his first and last name together means he can throw really far. And he was a Detroit Lion for a while.
Okay.
Chuck Long.
Chuck Long.
I mean, you have a quarterback, Chuck Long, throwing to Quick and Jett. That's just lights out.
Lights out.
Chuck Long. What a great name for a quarterback. Come on. Chuck Long. Iowa, I think. Yeah, I think so. I don't know. But yeah, I thought that was great. Another great name too, changing to another sport. The women's soccer team, I think having a goalie named Hope Solo. Because when you're a goalie, you're kind of on your own right there. And you hope. I just think Hope Solo is kind of a cool name. Plus it sounds like it should be some kind of Star Wars.
Han Solo.
Yeah, Hope Solo.
See, now you're in my wheelhouse. Before I had to think about that way too much. House. You give you way too much credit.
Yeah.
I was thinking Solo. Where's he going?
Yeah, I think Hope Solo is kind of a great name for a goalie.
All right. Well, I tell you what, we're going to have another one real soon. Let us know what you'd like us to cover. Hit us up with the comments below, or please hit us up Twitter.
Twitter it is. Yes, absolutely.
At Derek Stone Show.